got new exhaust valves out. I'm just going to check the stem diameter on those. Being that they're brand new, they better be right on the money. We've got 5.44. .45 is the absolute dead on. We've got 5.3, 5.36, and 5.44. Minimum is 5.29. Obviously, these are well within. Because the original exhaust valves were burnt at the seat, the cylinder head is going to require a 3-angle valve job on it. The next thing to do is to check the cylinder head surface to make sure it's flat. There's several methods for checking the cylinder head to make sure it's flat. One of them is using a simple straight edge. The method I prefer is a piece of marble straight edge. I'll show you both methods so that if you do not have a marble straight edge, you can use the other method. The nice thing about a marble straight edge is you can check it and see if it rocks. This head is flat. This is a steel straight edge. They're a lot less expensive than the marble. A lot easier to store. The problem is they will only give you one direction. The method is to check and see if it rocks. And if it does rock, you'd use a feeler gauge to slide under it to see how much clearance there is. This one has no rocking. With a straight edge like this, you'd measure there, then come this way and measure. No rock. And go here, here. I'm going to go ahead and put a gauge under the center of this one, because that's one thing that will not show up even on the marble straight edge. And see if we have any clearance. Feeler gauge I'm using is 1/1000th of an inch. And there's not even 1,000th of an inch clearance. So that's another sign that this engine is actually in really good shape. Then you would do an X pattern over it. Really should have left the straight edge out. Okay, corner to corner, you got right at 1/1000th. So what we've got is on these two, it's flat primarily, but with a slight lip right at the gasket surface. To get it off the very edge, it has tension on it. So you'd check right at the edges for a lip. And you can feel the snag with the straight edge. So there's just a slight lip on this. Even with the slight lip, which the gasket will take up, you're at 1/1000th of an inch clearance, or 1/1000th of an inch of being dead straight. And that's well within If this had shown about 5 thousandths or above, it would be worth it to go ahead and surface the cylinder head, but it's showing dead straight with the exception of a slight lip right at the gasket surface, which the gasket itself will take that up, and it's only 1/1000th of an inch. You're not going to get it straighter than that. Next thing to do is just check the valve guides. Make sure that there's no cracking or anything like that around it. As long as you don't see any other cracks in the cylinder head or in the water jacket, then you can go ahead to Zyglo testing it. The purpose of this video, like I said, is not to go into machining practices. I'm going to go ahead and Zyglo test this cylinder head, but there's no point in videotaping that procedure because most of the people that are going to be watching this video don't have the equipment to do that. And the people that do have the equipment to do that already know how to use it. So we'll go ahead and end this video here. I'll Zyglo test the head for cracks, and then we'll pick it up again.